All right, so today we're going to show you our barbecue pizza that we do on the smoker, and we are using some smoked pork that we previously cooked, and we're going to show y'all how we do this with this French bread here. I got my French bread loaf from Costco. You can get your French bread from whatever store you choose, and this is a rosemary French bread. All right, we have all of our ingredients here, which we will also list in the video, but we are going to start off with our butter sauce here. And what I did is I melted 3 tablespoons of butter, and I'm also going to add some garlic salt and some red pepper flakes, and I did 1 teaspoon for each. All right, next we're going to add this to our bread just to give the bread a really nice flavor. It really adds a lot of flavor. We've done this with and without the butter, but we definitely prefer the butter.
All right, so to smoke this pizza, we're going to be using my Masterbuilt Gravity 800 series. The really cool thing about this smoker right here is you put charcoal and real wood chunks into it right here, so you get that flavor, but you get the convenience and control of a pellet smoker because it's all digitally controlled with a fan. So the other really nice thing about this smoker is it'll run up to 700 degrees. It's one of the few smokers out there that can get that hot. And we've already got a pizza stone sitting here on our center rack, so we're going to fire this up, get everything preheated, and get some heat into that stone as well. So in this hopper, I'm going to drop a couple of applewood chunks. Cherry also works really well and gives a beautiful color to your pizza. And I just use cheap applewood briquettes. Now this hopper is mostly full of charcoal. I'll just take some of these fire starters right here, stick them in the bottom because the charcoal's sitting right above that fire starter, light it. So now we'll let this burn for about 2 minutes, get some charcoals lit, and then we'll kick on the fan.
We should also mention that you're going to hear our roosters in the background. We're in the country out here, so.
And you're going to see dogs running around. So this is our type of cooking channel right here.
All right, so I'm going to get into showing y'all the sauce next. And I have a 1/4 cup of barbecue sauce that I'm going to add here. Next, I'm going to add 1/4 cup of tomato sauce. And of course, we're going to add some seasoning to this. We use lots of garlic with all of our meals. We have 1 teaspoon of garlic and 1 teaspoon of Italian herbs. All right, we're going to add this to our bread. And you can add as much sauce as you like to your preference, but we're going to keep it a little bit thick here. All right, next is our smoked pork. We always like to smoke extra pork for leftovers, and we use leftovers like this for recipes, whether it's beans or pizza. Pizza is our favorite way to use the leftover pork. So I just have a cup of smoked pork here. You can use pork tenderloin, whatever you have left over for pork. And then I have 1/3 of a cup of barbecue sauce.
All right, now that it's been a couple of minutes, that fire starter has some of those coals going and the fan can take over. So we'll just close this up. Pull out these dampers. Turn on the machine, and I like to go ahead and set it to around 350 to 400 degrees. Just to kind of preheat everything, and then we can run it up to 700 degrees right before we cook. Now you can hear that fan just kicked on. It's blowing all that heat and smoke right into the smoker.
All right, next we're going to add our mozzarella cheese. I'm just adding a thin layer here to the bottom before I put my onions and pork on, just so it has a base to stick to. And use as much as your heart desires on the cheese.
We love cheese. Put it on there.
All right, next I'm going to add some onions, and I'm using red onion. It just adds a lot of good flavor to this pizza and stands out a lot. And you can use 1/4 of an onion, red onion, and add as much as you'd like to this. All right, now for the good stuff. We're going to add the smoked pork to our pizza. We're just going to add it in globs here, little bite-sized pieces.
And if you don't have previously smoked pork like we do, you can go buy that already smoked and ready to go in containers at the store as well.
All right, now we're going to top with some more cheese here.
All right, so here is the pizza, nice and layered, ready to go on the smoker. And I'm running right now at about 650 degrees, between that and 700 to where I like. I'm gonna go ahead and caution you, because I had this happen to me the other night. When you're gonna run a smoker up to this high temperatures, make for sure you scrape and clean all the fat and drippings out of it. I forgot my drip pan, my last cook, and had fat and grease in the bottom. And the last pizza cook that we did at 700 degrees, well, you'll ignite all that on fire and you'll wind up with a flare up going on in your grill. So I just scrape and clean all the fat and drippings out of here, so we're good to go. It's nice and safe, no potential flare-ups. Now the pizza stone isn't necessary for a flatbread like this, but it does keep all that heat from crisping the bread up before the cheese and meat is cooked. We're gonna do some raw dough pizzas here before long, and that's where we'll really need this pizza stone, but I like that it does protect the bread. So now we're gonna start a timer. You wanna start checking your pizza around 7-minute mark. We like to let ours go 9 to 10 minutes. It cooks really fast, and we like ours really crispy. All right, so we're approaching the 7-minute mark. I don't believe it'll be ready, but it's always worth checking at such a high temperature. So as you can see, the cheese is starting to brown up. Everything is melting. This may be where you want yours, but we love it crispy. All right, we're about to hit the 9-minute mark. Let's start checking. Usually 9 to 10 gets us where we need to be. Looking good, starting to really bubble out. We're gonna go just a little longer. All right, so I'd say this definitely looks a whole lot better than the last one that I cooked when we had the flare up and the thing was in there smoked and burnt.
Absolutely.
That is perfect to me.
Yes.
I love crispy kind of burnt cheese. It is such a wonderful flavor. You can always take yours off a minute or two earlier. So here's what I want y'all to hear, the crunch of the bread. If you love a crispy crust, listen to this.
Oh yeah. There we go.
All right, so take a look on the inside. I know the lighting's dark out here, but man, all that pork and barbecue and melted cheese and crunchy bread, that's what I'm talking about.
Yes. So of course we have to do a taste test. So you ready?
Let's
Grab
do
me a
that.
piece.
I want them to hear that crunch anyways.
A lot better than the last one.
Oh yeah, I burnt the heck out of the last one. Y'all, that is so good. If you like barbecue, barbecue sauce, pulled pork, you gotta try this. Now we also make supremes like this. We'll show that in an upcoming episode. We wanna get into raw dough pizzas on here as well. A smoker that can run 700 degrees can easily cook a pizza. It might not be brick oven style, but it's got such a unique flavor. If you love smoked food of any kind, you're gonna wanna try this right here. And cheese holds in smoke flavor so well, so you don't even have to go heavy with the smoke in there. Oh, I know Masterbuilt now has a pizza oven attachment for that out, but I don't know why you need it. It already does such an excellent job of cooking pizzas.
And you can also do this in your oven if you don't have a smoker and you really like this recipe and want to try it.
Yeah, absolutely. That would still work with the smoked pork and all, but it's just a whole unique flavor with that charcoal and smoked wood taste over there.
I would agree. All right, so down in the description, you'll find the recipe for this, and we have a lot of upcoming episodes of our favorite recipes we want to share with y'all. So we'll catch you on the next episode.
All right, see y'all.